A lot of you have requested me to create an AI bot that has an entry point, and that's exactly what I'm going to create. So go to free.moneyagg.com. That's where I'm going to create my bot. So you should load the free.moneyagg.com trading site. It's going to load some bots there. So you can see the bots that we have added. The bot I want to show you how to create is this AI with entry point. You can just use it by clicking load. And once you load, it's successfully loaded. You just need to run it and enter your details. So let me just log in. So I have just logged in, and now I'm going to show you how to create the bot. But before that, always remember there's a risk associated with all trading, so make sure you understand that. And then for your deposits and withdrawals, always use money.moneyagg.com. So you just click this button and it's going to open money.moneyagg.com. So to create a bot, just click either bot builder here or click bot builder here, and then click this reset button. All right. So I'm going to create the bot from scratch. On the left hand side, we have quick strategy, we have the blocks menu. So trade parameters, you can see this trade parameters is this trade parameters. Purchase conditions is this purchase conditions here. Sell conditions, restart conditions, analysis. We're going to be using a few components from that, and also utility. We're going to be using a few components from that. I'm going to try to explain as much as possible. And then this is an import. If you have a bot somewhere, you can just click local and then select an XML and import onto the site, and you'll be able to use it. This is a save so that it goes to your local. These sort blocks to sort this. We have the charts here. So the derivative charts, you're going to see what you're currently trading, so you can be able to see it there. This is trading view, the same one that is usually on advanced or dot trading view or derivative implementation. This is undo, this is redo, this is zoom in, this is zoom out. So let's zoom a bit there. Let's get started. So I just clicked reset. And we got that here. So the first thing we're going to do, remember you're creating an entry point for an over under bot. So make sure on the market, these should be derived continuous indices. You can leave these as 10-1S, and then on up down, click up down and select digit. So all these are market types or trade types. There's touch, no touch, there's in out, there's Asians, there's digits, there's reset call or reset put, there's high low, there's only ups, only downs, multipliers and accumulators, but we are focusing on digits. And then digits has three trade types: matches and differs, even, odd, or over under. I'm going to be using over under. Then contract type, leave it as both. Default candle interval, leave it as 1 minute. And then restart trade and restart buy or sell, leave them as default. So the first thing you're going to do is we're going to come here on utility and then find variables. So click variables and let's create our first variable. Our first variable will be initial stake. So our first stake, and we'll also have another variable that will be changing based on if we win or lose, called stake. And then we'll have an entry point, and we'll also have Martingale. Right? So those are the three that I currently need to start with. And just click variables again, and then drag and drop on the run once block. So drag and drop initial stake. Okay. So for initial stake, what we want to do is we want to set it based on, let me see, it's on the, no, not on text, but on notifications. So on notifications, find request and input. By request and input, you mean ask whoever is using at the bot, or whoever is using whoever is using the bot to put in something. So drag and drop that there, and also change this to number, because what you want is a number. So we can just say enter your stake. So this is the first stake that we'll use. But remember, initial stake is only for the first time. So we need to also set. So just click that and duplicate it and set it there. We also need stake, but stake will not be asking the user because stake is similar to on variables. Come to initial stake. It's similar to what we have there, initial stake. So I hope that's clear. I'll show you how to use it. Don't be worried. So the initial stake is what we'll ask the user for, and then we set the stake to the initial stake. The next thing that we need to ask the user for is the entry point. So I'll duplicate this and move it there and call this entry point, and then change this to enter your entry point. So entry point is what you'll be trading based on. Okay. And then we also need Martingale that will also ask the user from. We'll also need to ask that from the user. But you could set this just as a normal value. I just want to show you how to use these variables, and also how to get a prompt from the user. So Martingale just means, for example, if I lose, I want to multiply my stake by 2. So that is Martingale. I'm going to set Martingale value to 2. I hope that's clear. So remember, the AI bot has what you call a stake list. So the next thing we're going to create is that stake list. But before that, let me just put a text here. Not a text, but a notification. Let me just put there. I like printing nonsense. Money GG. Feared by mentors. I just like doing stupid things. So, and this is how to use sort blocks. So if you press sort blocks, it sorts all the blocks there. So that's just going to print that. So if I don't want to test now because I'm sure of what I'm doing, but for you, make sure you're testing on demo or something else. So let's go to utility, then list. As I said, we are going to create a prediction list. So they should be here. So the list is what the AI is going to use. And for that, I need a variable called prediction list. Prediction list. I'm going to show you how to use it. Don't worry. I don't need to drag it. I just need to select it from here. And then we're going to have a few blocks. So let me just add all of them. You just click this plus here and then sort blocks. And then let's move it up. Go to utility again, look for math. Math just refers to a number. So the first one will be a 0 because we're going to start with trading over 0. I'm going to show you how that's done. So 0, we duplicate that. We move it here, 0. The next one, if you lose, go to over 5. Just put all of them. So I'm just right clicking and then duplicate, right click, duplicate, right click, duplicate. So it's quite easy to create your own custom bots. So this is 6, this is 7, this is 8. There's no number after 8. There's no number after 8. So the next one is, if we move to under, this will be under 4, under 3, and then we add the last one. Duplicate, sorry, remove this and we put 2 there. So that's our stake list. So let me zoom out a bit. You can be able to see. So from 0 over 5, if we lose, it goes to over 6, over 7, over 8. And then if we lose up to this point, but I don't advise running a bot up to, you're losing 1, 2, 3, 4 times and you're still running it. Just stop it and move to something else. So zoom out again. We are now moving to trade conditions. So on trade conditions, what we're going to have is come to math and then look for something called change by. So this block, change variable, this block adds the given number to the selected variable. So this we need this here. Why do you need change block? Because we need to change our prediction. So remember, on variables, I don't think we created prediction. Yeah, so we're gonna need to create prediction variable also. Okay, so we're gonna change our prediction by 1. What this means is this is an array. It starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have an array with 7 steps. Okay, that's just the simplest way I can explain without getting technical. So just know, change prediction by 1, and then for ticks you can leave ticks as 1. For the USD stake here, we need to change variables, and then we put our stake here, not our initial stake but our stake. And then for prediction, come to lists and look for, should be somewhere here, this get list item. So we want to, this block gives you the value of a specific item in a list given the position of the item. It can also remove the item from the list. So just drag and drop there. Right. So the blocks. So once that is done, you can see this in list block. Remember, we have a list, prediction list, and then what do we get? Get not from the end, but just get a digit from this prediction. So what is our prediction value there? And that's what we need to sort through our prediction list. So let me zoom out a bit so you see the whole of it. So we set an initial stake, we set the stake to initial stake, entry point, Martingale. We print whatever message you want to print there, a prediction list, which is what our trade will go through, and then we come to change the prediction by 1. So if we lose here, it will go to this. That's what change by 1 means. If we are here, it will go to here, right? But we'll reset it if we win. Okay, and then ticks, we have set that. So let's move to purchase conditions. So this is what controls what the bot does. So come to not loops but logic and find a conditional block. This can click here and learn more. This block evaluates a statement and will perform an action only when the statement is true. So if somebody is familiar with programming, you know of if else if statements. So this is what basically this is. And if you close utility and go to analysis on contract, there is a last digit, because remember we want our entry not on contract but on tick analysis. We have this last digit. This block gives you the last digits of the latest tick value of the selected market. If the latest tick value is that, so you can see 1410.90, this block will return 0. It's useful for digit-based contracts such as even odd merges differs, or higher, lower. So last digit. So I need that last digit there. I can close that. I come to utility. I come to math. Not math, but logic. Yeah, but logic, and I look for this block here. Sorry if I went too fast. Let me click logic. This compare block is what I need. This block compares two values because we're going to be comparing the last digit with the entry point. If they are similar, we take a trade. If they're not similar, we just give a message or something. So we move this last digit there and we say if last digit not greater but equals. If last digit is equals to, come to variable and look for entry point. So for example, if your entry point is 0 and the last digit is 0, the bot should take a trade. Okay. Let's find, I need some text here. So I want this text join. So create a single text string from combining the value of each attached item without spaces in between. The number of items can be added accordingly. So what I want is to be able to show when a digit happens. So last digit, I'm going to use that text, and then here, this I'm going to call last digit. So if the last digit is there, and then on variables, not variables, but on analysis, tick analysis, I'm gonna drop in the last digit. And then of course this does not show it, so we need a notify to show it notifications. If it is the first time you're seeing all this, just watch a few of my videos. You're gonna be able to see everything, because we have taught this before. I think I put it the wrong place. It should be outside the set but inside the if statement. There, silent, and then this will be this text here. So let's move this here, like that. So all this does is it's referring to this text. So you're gonna see last digit and then last digit shown. Okay, so that is not the end of it. Remember, we have a whole list here. So this is not just normal bot that trades over 1 over 2. No, it trades based on that list. So we also need other checks to check that list. So go back to logic, get that if statement. So by this point, we already know the last digit is equals to our entry point. So we just need to take our trade. So, okay. So I'm not using the comparison. I'm using, no, I'm using the comparison. Let me go back. This. So if it is greater than 4, by 4 what I mean is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. By this point, we can't go over anything else. So it will throw an error if you reach here. That is why we put this statement, so that once it goes there, we start doing under trades or we start doing over trades. So if prediction is greater, math, drop a number, 4, what do? We make a purchase for under. You can just take this and change this to under. So it will be on these blocks here. So you'll trade under 4, under 3, under 2. If it recovers, it comes back to 0. But as I said, I don't advise having gone all these losses to still be waiting. So, but it's good to have it there so that you don't have issues. And then just click this button here on else statement. For anything else, just trade over. So if it's not among these 3 blocks, trade over 0, over 5, over 6, over 7, over 8, like that. So that's it on the if statement. That is, if we get the last digit equal to the entry point, we take a trade either under or over. But remember, we need to know what's happening with the bot. So I'm going to take this set, duplicate it, and move it here. But then I need another variable, text 2. This variable, I can just select it by text 2 there, and then we say last digit not 0, and then we're gonna show whichever is the last digit there. So I just changed that, and also I need this to notify. So remember, outside the set, and then there. So this is text 2, and that's it with the purchase block. So this is what controls the trading. If the last digit is equal to our entry point, that entry point that we entered above here by asking the user for an input, right? You set the text, so we show the last digit here. This is what shows it. Then we check where exactly on the list it is, and then we take the trade. So there's one other thing I wanted to add on the bot, and that is Martingale. So I want you to be able to multiply your trade if you need to. So remember, if you check here, we're asking the user for the Martingale. So let's just create that very quickly. Go to logic and drag if statement, okay, and then come to analysis and contract. Look for result if win. So let me show you that again. This last trade result. So it tells you, if for example you see on the transactions here on there, it will tell you if you lost or if you won. That is what this block does. So you can see here, you can check the result of the last trade with this block. It can only be placed within the restart trading conditions root block. So this is a restart trading condition. If win is selected, it will return true if the last trade was successful. Otherwise, it will return an empty string. If loss is selected, it will return true if the last trade was unsuccessful. Otherwise, to return an empty string. So what do we want to do if our result is not a win but a loss? We want to multiply our stake by Martingale. So you come to utility variables and you drag and drop this and you set stake, not initial stake, but stake. You come to math and look for arithmetic, normal addition, subtraction, multiplication, division in primary school. You drag that there. Here you change to multiply, and then let's change these two variables. The variable here will be looking for stake. Let me sort the block. Should have come somewhere here. So if you lose a block, it usually comes down here when you sort. So let's just bring it down. Like that. So we put this here, and then we sort again. This is a hard way of doing things. I should just have done Control Z or Command Z if you're using a MacBook like me. But just bear with me. We are already almost done with almost every other bit. So this should come to that circle there, stake, and then times, not one, but times variable. I'll look for Martingale here. Right. So this is, if we lose, we take the current stake, 0.35 or whichever stake it is, times the Martingale. So if you set a Martingale of 1, it will not multiply. So because 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 1 is 2. So it will remain the same. So click that plus button to get the else block. And then on the else block, we need to do two things. On the variable, we need to set stake. We need to set stake to our initial stake so that if we win, so this is if we win, else means if we win. We lost here. So if we win, go back to the normal stake. And also, the final thing you need to do is remember prediction. Set the prediction to, remove that, come to math and drop 0 there. This 0 does not refer to a number 0 literally. It means 0 index on the array. That's what it means. And there is our whole bot. So now let's test it. And remember, as I told you, you can always get this this bot on free.moneyagg.com. So you can always get this bot on free.moneyagg.com. So just go to the dashboard. On the dashboard, just click load the bot, and the bot will be there, and you can use it. So I'm going to use my live account because I think we have done everything. Yeah, we can minimize here, and then let's see how many rounds we go, and then you guys can test it on your end and tell me what you want, because I have $8. I can only go with 0.35. It's always good to take into account risk management and how big or small your account is. So you see, the next thing it will ask me for is an entry point. My entry point is 0. So anytime you touch 0, I want you to trade over 0. Okay. My Martingale is, should I go with 2? No, I'll go with 1, because if it closes and goes to over 5, it will recover automatically. And then that message just goes there. So if we come here, you can see the last digit was 0, so it took the trade. When the digit is not 0, it's on this block here. It's on this block, that is this else block. That's why you're not seeing any trades. And gentlemen, you can go to transactions, you're going to see all the trades happening there. You can come to summary, you're going to see the current trade. And that should be it. I hope you guys have the best of time and enjoy using this. free.moneyagg.com is where you can get these bots. And let me know which is the next bot that we're going to create. It's been a while. I've been on some other stupid businesses, but now I'm officially back. Yeah, women had distracted me, but now I am officially back. So see you on the next one. Let me know on the comment section which is the next bot that you want me to create. And remember, deposits and withdrawals, you just click here, withdraw or deposit instantly, and go to your account here, and you're going to withdraw or deposit directly into M-Pesa. See you on the next one. Bye bye, guys.